Welcome back. We are now in Brooklyn to meet up with our second entrepreneur. His name is Mo. He's 22, he's written a book, he's a motivational speaker, and he owns and runs a digital marketing company. Join us as we speak to this amazing person. It is so great to see young people making a difference and changing their own lives, and in the process making amazing changes to other people's lives as well. Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, I'm basically a young entrepreneur, born and bred in Pretoria. Basically, this is my comfort zone, and this is where I'm currently based. I started a digital agency known as Beatroot Pineapple. I think the name in itself shows like the creative side of who I am. And yeah, I also studied in Thailand for 4 years, just returned, but I was doing business part-time and study, but now I'm doing business full-time. And definitely the message that I am trying to bring across is that young people can succeed at a young age. You know, you don't have to be 10 years away from your deathbed to succeed.
Yeah, it's very true, and especially in this digital age where things are moving so fast. Where does the name Beatroot Pineapple come from?
It's actually an interesting story. I was looking for a name for the company, and I was eating a salad with beetroot and pineapple, and I liked the colors and the yellow and the purple going on, and I was like, I'll name it Beatroot Pineapple, and it sounded quite catchy at the time, and I stuck with that going forward.
When was your business established?
It's been launched twice. So the first time we tried to launch it and didn't quite work out, but properly established, I would say it's been a year and 7 months.
And it's going well?
Yeah, it's going pretty well. Yeah, pretty well.
What is it exactly that you do in your digital marketing company? What services do you provide?
Under Beatroot Pineapple, we do digital audits. So it's like a financial audit where we measure a company's online presence, give recommendations, and then implement on those recommendations. So like you said, things are moving very fast in the digital space, and companies are prioritizing making money or monetizing stuff like their website, their social media, etc. So we consult and help them implement any changes that are necessary. Then we do web development. We are a premium agency, so we price quite premium, but yeah, it shows in the quality of work that we put out. So that's digital audits, web development. We do corporate photography and brand photography. We do graphic design and social media marketing and management.
So you studied IT, and now you're in a marketing space.
Yeah.
Those are two very different schools of thought, very different places to come from. Where does it happen? How did it happen?
I guess I got caught in the wave. So initially when I finished school, I wanted to do strictly IT, but then I fell in love with marketing. I think I would have to put it down on some jobs that I've done. I used to work as a promoter, etc. And I was interested in how brands are built, and I had to link obviously my knowledge in IT and marketing, and I felt that digital marketing is the perfect bridge between the two industries.
Fantastic. How many people are employed by Beatroot Pine?
We have about 6, so we have 3 here and 3 in Botswana. Yeah.
And you?
But I wouldn't say they are fully employed. So I like to. Everyone who works at Beatroot Pine owns a bit of Beatroot Pine.
Give us your vision for the next 5 years, a medium-term goal.
Okay. So I've had quite a public vision, and I wanted to be a millionaire at the age of 24. But now.
That's in 2 years.
Yeah, no, I think I'll definitely reach that. So now I've readjusted the goal, and basically in the next 5 years, I want to have a continental footprint in terms of Beatroot Pine. trying to go into other African countries and increase digital knowledge and digital skills there. And beyond Africa, well, you said medium term, so yeah, medium term, I guess, yeah, that's where, okay. Just to conquer Africa.
Fantastic. Yeah. And currently you are in South Africa
and Botswana. Yeah, and we're looking to open in Angola and in Kigali in Rwanda. Yeah, yeah.
Take us through some of the greatest lessons you've learned in being an entrepreneur, especially during the time that Beatroot Pine has been around.
Yeah, so like I said, we've launched Beatroot Pine before. It was under a different name, but the same company, and it failed. And I had to take a few lessons from that. The first time we tried to launch the company, I just grabbed a few friends and I was like, let's start a company. I didn't really assess their interests and their skills, etc. And not to say that you shouldn't start business with your friends, but you need to seriously introspect and see what value they can bring to the business. Because when I rebranded the second time and I invested in people that firstly are interested in business and that have the necessary skills, yeah, we can surely see the difference in the results. And the other lesson is cash flows. So people think when you're an entrepreneur, you work so hard and it's like it's a life of unexpectancy. So you could have a very good week and the next week it can go south. And you need to have the grit or remember why you started. Yeah, so you can push through the ups and the downs. And the most important one, I guess, is time management. So your family, your friends, as soon as you say you're an entrepreneur, they think that you don't need to show it as much respect as you would to a normal job. So they think you're available the whole day because you run your own business. So as an entrepreneur, you can't be, I own my own business, I'll wake up at 12. No, you still need to put in, if not more work than employed people. Yeah. So it's time management, cash flows, and like working with the right people. Yeah.
Where does this drive come from? The discipline to get up early and manage your time and do the right things?
I guess, yeah, different things drive different people, but for me, it's simply, I enjoy the process of building businesses and making money and literally trying to establish yourself. So that process for me is what keeps me going and keeps me waking up in the morning. And even when I don't feel like working, I have to remember my goals also, short-term and long-term.
You're also a motivational speaker. How did this come about?
Actually, I had a fear of public speaking. Naturally, I'm an introvert and a quiet person, but I realized from role models that I had, being an entrepreneur sometimes in some industries goes hand in hand with dealing with people. Actually, you deal with people all the time. Yeah. So I had to conquer that fear, and in conquering that fear, after doing a few motivational events, I fell in love with speaking and helping people. And I actually even started a motivational reference online. I just combined the name Musutu, which is my full name, and Motivate, and I came up with Musotivate, where I was posting daily motivational quotes for people.
Very nice. Yeah. And tell me about this book that you've written, 15 pages, it's called.
Yeah.
Where did the idea come from?
Yeah.
Where can I get it? Tell me about it.
Okay, so by now people are probably wondering who names a company Beatroot Pineapple and who names a book 15 pages. But yeah, it's just the creative aspect. So in terms of 15 pages, I never ever loved reading. And I decided to write a book that challenges the tradition of reading, because most entrepreneurs are encouraged to read, but my whole point was you don't need 300 pages to make a point. So I titled it 15 pages. It doesn't literally have 15 pages, but it's a selling point. So it's something people remember and they ask why 15 pages, and that way I can sell it to them. But it's a short motivational reference. It's 90 pages. It's a quick read that people can read, the ideas to read and just pass it on to someone else also. And where you can get it on Amazon, on Kindle, and you can get it from me directly, because I also didn't want to put it in stores and not have a personal interaction. So anywhere around the country, you just need to contact me and I'll try my best to get it to you personally.
And for your business, if somebody wants to use your services, how do they find you? Give us your details.
Beatroot Pineapple on Facebook, www.beatrootpine.com on our website, and yeah, you can contact me also personally on social media, but you can just Google Beatroot Pineapple and it should come up all the details. Yeah.
Okay. So Mo, tell me, how do people get into the industry that you're in, into digital marketing?
So just like any industry, I guess it helps first to have the passion. And once you have the passion, you get to ask the right questions, and then you can answer those questions. So how young people in South Africa can get it, basically everything I've learned in terms of digital marketing and marketing was self-taught. So I first defined what digital marketing is, and I checked what resonates with my personality and what I'd be open to learning. And people can do the same thing. They can see, because digital marketing is actually quite broad. Yeah, within the digital space, there's so many segments that people can be interested in. And all the information is available online. And I personally also enjoy helping and mentoring people. As young as I am, I think it's more real because it's not something that I experienced 10 years ago, but lessons that I can simply say I learned this last year, and you can apply it.
Going through these challenges. And you tell us that you're a premium brand. Could you take us through some of your client list?
I can and I can't. Yeah, but I'd have to check with them if they'd be happy to. But we have quite a few big clients. But in terms
space?
Yeah, in all industries. So we have accounting firms, we have radio marketing agencies, we have small businesses also that can afford some of our services, and we have big public firms also that we're talking to. But in terms of premium, we didn't always price premium, but you sort of have to decide when you're running a business whether you're going to price. I always make the analogy with ShopRite and Woolworths. So ShopRite caters for the mass, and Woolworths doesn't really cater for the mass. Yeah, so you can't really be stuck in the middle. I think that's what is the downfall for many entrepreneurs, which is pricing. But also behind your pricing, you have to obviously put the value. So we price premium, but we also deliver premium. Yeah.
Quality, quality, quality.
Yeah.
Awesome.